Good morning, everyone. Hello and happy Friday. And yay, I have a co-host today, Kathleen Caputo. Good morning.
Morning. Good to see
Oh,
you.
what a beautiful day this already is. I'm smiling ear to ear after just a few minutes of chatting with Kathy. So let's get going. Let's play our song and get people in here and have a beautiful day. Share, 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 everybody. It is. Wow, did that song go fast this morning? I was only able to share to a few places, but that's all right. If you all will share it out, we will share that burden of sending the message to everyone. We have Peas with us this morning, Kathy. We have our Blue Jean in Vermont. She says, Kathy, Dancy Pants will eat the bears. No, 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 no eating the bears. Huddle Bear will shake if he thinks he's going to be eaten. And we have Tammy Fisk, who says, good morning, all. Pat Moss, good afternoon, Pat. And Tabby is here. Good morning, everybody. Well, me and Kathy and Huddle Bear are going to do the heart-brain coherence. Would you all like to do it right along with us? Because that is the great way to start your day and to bring your focus into just a peaceful, beautiful state of mind. It raises you to the highest brain vibration there is, which is the gamma state. And that's the frequency that's going to help you heal your body. We heal from the inside. And I love that idea because I know that we are that powerful, and that healing power comes from Source, Creator. I call it God, whatever you wish to call it. So let's go connect in with our higher self. All right, Huddle Bear, you sit over here and do your heart brain. So placing your hand on your heart, slow down your breathing, and then add in some love, compassion, care, a beautiful warm memory. And after another minute, we will share what our I am stories are today on this beautiful day. I am worthy. I am enough. I am a channel of love and light. I am happy and healthy. I am living my life. I'm ready for whatever this new day is bringing in. And I'm grateful to be here this morning with this beautiful, beautiful soul as we bring you some joy and happiness and laughter. I am peace.
I am the perfect expression of God. I am aligned with all of the good of the universe. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for everyone in my life and everyone who is coming into it. I am grateful for being here today. I am joyful. I am magnificent. I am a child of God, heir to all that it is and all that it has. I am abundant. I am creative. I am co-creator with God. I am the captain of my life.
Oh, I love that, Kathy.
Thank
I
you.
love that last one. I am the captain of my life. Beautiful. And we have Annie 7 with us. And Annie says, I am one with the divine. I am blessed. I am thankful. I am worthy. I am loved. I am a miracle. Yes, yes, indeed. Julie Kiss, fellow New Yorker to you, says, I am a young, youthful girl in a woman's body. Good morning, Julie. I feel that way too. And our Stacy is with us, and she says, I am love. Pat Moss, I am off to work. I love you all so much. Oh, Pat, have a beautiful afternoon. I love you so much. We have Rick Morrow with us. Good morning, Rick. And Tabby says, good morning to all. Yes, we love having everyone with us. And Kathy, I am just so excited that you're here. Oh, and here comes Robert Dosa. Good morning. Afternoon, I think it is for you, Robert. Good day to you. And Robert says, I am here. Me too. And so happy to be here. It's a rainy day here in Central Florida where I am right now. What's going on there with you, Kathy? Is it rainy, cold?
You know, it's cold, it's sunny. It was, I think, 30 something degrees this morning. It's November in New York.
It's going to get a little chilly here, I think, but not 30s.
And no matter what, it's a beautiful day. I had an uncle who loved when it rained. When I wasn't too happy about it, but he was just in heaven when it rained. He loved it.
You know, I love the energy of rain. I really do. And I love being inside and listening to the rain. Yes. I was doing that this morning. I woke up about 6:30, I think. And I thought, you know, I should get up, get my shower, get ready. And I started listening to the rain, and it lulled me right back to sleep. Like, okay, no getting up early today.
Exactly. There's something about listening to water that is so calming. I found something on YouTube last week, and it's a combination of hearing a waterfall and very, very gentle piano music. And I listen to it now every night before I go to sleep, and I'm meditating, and it just totally calms me down.
Wow, that sounds beautiful. We got more people jumping in. Deirdre came in late to the party, she says. You're never late. You're always in divine time whenever you arrive. Deirdre, I love and miss you. Kathy Han says it's sunny, but some 30 degrees here in Maryland. We'll be in the low 50s. And Tammy had to break down and turn the heat on yesterday. And it's 50 this morning in Virginia. Yeah, it's like Kathy said, it's that time of year. You know, it's going to start getting cold instead of just cool. But thankfully, I'm headed south, even more south from here. And I don't think we'll be having the 30s and 50s, or probably not even the 60s. It's always nice in sunny Florida, weather-wise. So, Kathy, I think you wanted to tell us a story today. I love story time.
Yeah, exactly. This is a story I found several years ago, and I actually did a talk at my church about it. And it is about peace. So I thought about all of you when I came across this again recently. And it's by an unknown author, and I'm going to read it to you. It's very short. There once was a king who offered a prize to the artist who would paint the best picture of peace. Many artists tried, and the king looked at all of the pictures, but there were only two he really liked, and he had to choose between them. One picture was of a calm lake. The lake was a perfect mirror of peaceful, towering mountains all around it. And overhead was a blue sky with fluffy white clouds. And all who saw the picture thought, wow, this is a perfect picture of peace. And the other picture had mountains too, but these were rugged and bare. Above was an angry sky from which rain fell and in which lightning struck. Down the side of the mountain tumbled a foaming waterfall. This did not look peaceful at all. But when the king looked closely, he saw behind the waterfall a tiny bush growing in the crack in the rock. In the bush was a mother bird who had built her nest. There, in the midst of the rush of angry water, sat the mother bird on her nest in perfect peace. And so you might want to put in the chat which painting you think the king took that he really liked. And I think it is a perfect example that in the midst of everything, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of conflict, what we're seeing with our physical eyes can be changed, because we were all made out of the peace of God, and it's right here within us. And we can go to it anytime. It can never be taken away, and it can never be diminished. And so what I always think about is that we exercise to build a muscle in our bodies, but we also need to exercise that spiritual muscle, because when we do, then we're equipped when we are in the midst of chaos or conflict or anything else that's less than peace to our physical eyes. We can get to that place of peace within us so much faster. And that's why I love coming here. That's why I love what Teri is doing every morning with all of us, is building that spiritual muscle so that we can go back to that place of peace much easier than if we hadn't done that before. So Teri, I thank you for everything that you're doing for us. It's just a perfect example of this story.
It's beautiful, Kathy. Thank you. And it shows me what it spoke to me of was look beyond the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Just look beyond whatever you see when you first look out into what you perceive to be outside of you. What do you see? And then just wait for it, right? Just wait for it.
Exactly.
Because like that waterfall, there was that moment of just complete beauty and love that was behind the waterfall. I love that message. It is such a powerful, huge message for us all to not just take things at face value, but to really look beyond, because therein is the miracle, not what we see first, the first thing that we see. And we've got some people responding. And Annie7 says, yes, I love this place with you all, Teri. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of us, Annie, and for being one of the P's. And yes, we do pray for you every day, for you and your loved ones that you've asked us to pray for. Tabby says, I like the one where the bird was able to sit in perfect peace among the chaos and the storm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And Deirdre says, yes, another nod to our Mama P. Thank you, Mama Hotto Bear. And Kathy's reminding us that today is Friday. We changed the name of it here on the Morning Cuppa. We have Friday. And I love when people share their yays. What are you excited about? What's a yay for you today? And Kathy says, I have 2 Fridays today. Today is my daughter Marlena Rose's 21st birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Marlena. And I'm taking a much needed self-care day off from work. I'm hoping to get some alone time. However, so far it hasn't started that way. I may have to go out somewhere to find some peace elsewhere. Well, you've got some beautiful places near you there in Maryland, Kathy. I've visited with you and I know the area that you live in. So maybe go to a park and just sit in all the nature, and you can think of a creative way to be by yourself and find that peace, and make sure that you take pen and paper with you. Kathy, I don't know about you, but when I go out into nature alone, that's the perfect time to create. The creative juices just start flowing from that nature energy.
Exactly. That's kind of how I wrote my book. I was putting together a lot of ideas on my iPad, and I decided one morning, it was a beautiful Sunday morning, and I said, you know what? I'm not on duty at my church this morning. I am going to go out for a walk. And I thought I was going to have to take off a week from work, and just everything was downloaded because I was in nature. It was so easy. It just came to me. So yeah, that's a great idea to be able to take that pen and paper with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I carry it in my purse at all times. I never know when I'm going to come across something that's going to inspire me. So if you carry that or carry something to record into, we can do that as well, and then transfer it into words on paper later. But yeah, create, go out and find that whatever it is inside that you're seeking, and you'll find it when you take those moments to do so. There's been so many moments along this journey over the last year that I just, I stand in awe at the beauty of this country. As I've traveled around it, there are places here that I could just sit for days and absorb the energy and never see all of the beauty that's in one place. And I've been to many, many places across the country, but it's all so inspiring. And I encourage anyone who can to get out of wherever you are. When we're in our own little space, we get comfortable, we get used to seeing things. But if we go to somebody else's space and visit with somebody, go find a P and say, I'm going to come see you, and have them show you some of the hidden treasures where they are, or just take a drive. I love New England right now. I've been up there for a bit and seeing the leaves change. Kathy, how is that in New York right now? Do you all have all the color?
Yeah. There's a lot of everything coming off the trees already, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to capture on my camera some of the leaves falling because I think that's just so amazing just to watch that happen and watch them fall when they're ready to leave their branch. They fall to the ground. And I think it's so beautiful to watch. And what I was trying to capture was to get it falling and then put it in slow motion as the leaves come down.
Wow. Wow.
And
That's
I try to put myself in the place of that leaf,
mm-hmm.
as it's leaving its comfortable place. The only place it has known in this world is in the safety of that branch that birthed it. And then all of a sudden it's falling and it doesn't know what it's going to be like as it falls to the ground.
Right.
So that's another beautiful meditation that we can go into, is just exploring what other things, other life forms might be going through in their transformation, because that is a transformation, and we can use that as a metaphor for ourselves.
Yes.
As we leave the comfort.
Yeah, fall is my favorite time of year. I love having to put a little sweater on or something. It makes it's very comforting to me.
It is. We built a fire last night, even though I'm in Florida and it's not really cold.
Yeah.
It was a little chilly at night after the sun had gone down, and it was new moon. So Stacy and I built a fire, and her husband built a fire outside, and we sat and did a small new moon ceremony with each other and burned our intentions in the fire and looked up at the sky. It was so beautiful. You don't have to have a big group. You don't even have to have anybody else to do your own ceremonies.
Right.
And the new moon is a great time to think about bringing in something fresh, doing a fresh start. And I'm hoping that many of you on this new moon have thought about that. What can I do to change? What do I need to develop as a new habit in my life, or to bring something new into it? Maybe a new book or a new song, or, a new show that you're watching, like the Morning Cuppa.
I have a new cup.
You
I have
do
the angel cup.
And look at that. We put them together and we get the complete picture.
Right.
Here's everyone. And if you don't have your cuppa, I have some in my car if I'm going to be seeing you on this part of the journey, or you can order them from me online. And I love these. I'm like everyone else, so I'm wishing it was just a little bit bigger, but that's okay. They can be refilled.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, everybody. And it's such a beautiful way to remind you also, if you have it up in your cupboard and you open it up and you're going, oh, Cuppa JoY. And the little angel, I love that little picture on there, the angel that's just so, okay, I'm spilling coffee, no cares in the world. And I feel like that's what we do here. We take your burdens so that, well, there's no cares. If there is, we're all lifting them together. We're all gathered around each other. And Leo says, I'll buy my cuppa when I see you. And I'll be seeing you, Leo, in a couple of weeks. We have Oksana with us, and she says, good morning. I grew up in a small town surrounded by pine forests and some marshland. That seems so mysterious and foggy and a bit foreboding to my young mind. I can imagine so. I would be so in awe of all that fog and the look. I love the look of the marshland and swamps. I just love all of that energy. And she says, this scenery inspired my imagination, and I made up lots of stories to share with my younger brother who believed in them wholeheartedly. Oh my goodness. What a great big sister you are. Kathy says, I have 2 cups, my new favorite. Yes, they're a bit small and I need to warm it more often, but it doesn't bother me at all. I love it. Yeah. Perspective, right?
I think they're perfect. This size for me anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's so perfect for me because, I'm talking here on the morning show, so I don't get to really finish a cup of coffee if it's a big cup. But with this one, I can finish the whole cup while I'm online. And so I don't have a lot that I have to go and heat up or reheat. So it's Friday. Kathy, what's a yay for you today?
Oh, a yay for me is that I was at a book signing outside in June, and I have these big presentation foam boards, and the weather was so bad and the wind was so bad, they all went flying and they all got destroyed. And I thought it was going to be a lot of money to get them done, and I brought them to Minuteman Press, where I usually go, and I found two of them didn't have to be totally redone. And the one really, really big one is being ready today because I have a book signing on Sunday, and everything just fell into place. It was beautiful, and I didn't have to spend as much money as I thought I would. And so things, even though things might look they're like things aren't going well, there's something behind it that's coming that is. So I'm thankful for that today.
Just like the waterfall, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Right. And my Friday today is being here with you guys. Thank you.
We love having you here. And congratulations on that book signing.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking of all the souls that are going to be blessed by How to Bear and How to Bear's Secret. I love that book.
Thank you, Teri. I appreciate that. And so does How to Bear.
Oh, I see him back there.
He's here. He's always with me.
Yeah, and so is mine. I'm here with Stacy. How to Bear is on quite the journey with the Angel Mobile, and he stays in that Angel Mobile with, I have a new little companion who is the moose that I got.
What did you name it?
The moose is Momo. Momo the moose. And I had a cat for 19 years. That was the love of my life. He was so inspirational to me and so much fun. I would laugh at him constantly, and his name was Gizmo, but I always called him Momo. So now I have Momo the moose. And so that's who he is. And he's actually out in the Angel Mobile right now. I brought so much stuff in here into Stacy's. It looks like I'm moving in. But I brought I have like 3 suitcases in my car, and I never know what's in either one of them. So when I get somewhere, I drag one of them out, and then it's always the wrong thing for the weather or whatever. So I'm going to organize my suitcases while I'm here. That's part of my new moon intention, is to get more organized with the things that I need as I go along the trip. Kathy says she likes Momo. And Deirdre says, congratulations, Mama Hado Bear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rosalind's with us. Good morning, Rosalind. And really early morning for you. She's out in California. Our Auntie Jean is here. She says, oh my, it took me a while to find you. Good morning and lots of love to you 2 angels. Oh, thank you, Auntie Jean.
You too.
And Oksana says, my yay is tomorrow I gave myself a gift of a session with an intuitive artist, Linda Fabry. She is going to paint a painting of my energy and my journey, and I will get a painting after the session. Amazing.
That's beautiful.
Wow. And Robert Dosa's given me some advice. Make a list of stuff in each suitcase and stick it on them. Oh, I love that idea, Robert. Yeah, great idea. So I know if I'm in a warm place, I pull out the blue suitcase. If I'm in a cold place, I pull out the gray one. I love that idea. Okay, so before the show, Kathy and I were talking about dragonflies. And dragonflies to me are just such beautiful energy, and they're messengers. When I was at the Yogananda retreat up in Vermont, there were dragonflies when I was walking down to the water. They were everywhere, and they kept flying around and coming up to me. But I want to tell you a story about a dragonfly. Actually, I've got 2 dragonfly stories. The first one is I was on my phone one night and I had gone outside to take the phone call, and I'm standing there with my phone in my hand. And, it was nighttime and they light up at night. This dragonfly, and at night, it was early evening actually, it came and landed on the phone and didn't fly away immediately. It's just standing there on the phone. And I'm going, oh, do you have a message for me? It was just like that beautiful moment where it looks right at you, with those big eyes. I actually have a tattoo of a dragonfly on my arm because they're such messengers to me. That was the first story. The second one is, I think, kind of touching. I was swimming every day in my pool. And one day I went out to swim and I saw something floating in the water. So when I got closer to it, I saw that it was a dragonfly and it had perished. It was in the water. And I couldn't leave it in there. I'm thinking, oh, let me just respect you and take you out of the water and put you on the ground. So I did that. And after I had said a blessing over it and left it there, I covered it up with the leaf and I stood up. There were 2 dragonflies swirling overhead. It was like they came to give their respects and to say thank you to me for honoring the fallen dragonfly. And I'll remember that story for as long as I live, because it just showed me everything that has energy has feelings. Mm-hmm. Everything. And sometimes we don't think about that. We don't think about the trees that might need a hug. That was one thing that we did yesterday when we were outside in nature. Stacy and I, Charlie and Christine, we all hugged trees while we were there walking around Casadega. And they feel that energy. Everything that has energy responds to whatever you're giving it. And Kathy, I know you have worked with Dr. Emoto in the past, mm-hmm. and you've taught us about and reminded us about his experiments and how water responds to our energy. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely, yes. Dr. Emoto was a scientist and a holistic doctor. And he really believed that our thoughts, words, and beliefs are reflected back to us in our life experience. And he found the scientific community at that time didn't believe in that. And he believed that water also reflects that back to us. So he took 2 vials of water. He wrote "you full" on one and "thank you" on the other, left it overnight, and then took a droplet of water out of each vial and froze it. And then under a high-powered microscope, he looked at what each one turned into. Well, the one that was positive that said "thank you" turned into something absolutely beautiful, a beautiful water crystal like a snowflake. The other one that said "you fool" turned into something really ugly looking. And he did this with all different words. He did it with music. He did it with prayer. And he found that the same thing happened each time. And that if you had water that looked horrible, like say in Tokyo, if you prayed over it, it actually changed its molecular makeup and it turned into something beautiful again. And so I studied with him, and I actually got Hato Bear when I met him, and I named Hato Bear because Dr. Emoto said about the energy that we're all made out of is Hato in Japanese. So that's it. There's peace right there.
Peace.
Right there.
Exactly. You all who want to see what peace looks like when you say peace into the water.
Yes. Actually, on my water bottles, I have water bottles in my refrigerator. I write health, I write beauty, I write gratitude. Whatever you put on that water, it takes that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We had lunch together yesterday when we were all out together, me and Stacy and Charlie and Christine. And we had a beautiful server that was bringing us our food and our drinks. And she was just so bubbly and happy. And when she turned around to go get our order, I looked at the back of her shirt and it said love, peace, and barbecue, because we were at a barbecue place. So I just thought, how amazing that those are the energies going out from all the workers. They all had that shirt on. Mm-hmm. Love, peace, and barbecue. And that's going into the food that you're eating and the whatever you're drinking. Isn't that amazing?
It's just beautiful. I had someone working for me one time, a young woman. She was probably in her early 30s, beautiful young woman. And I noticed she had something tattooed on the back of her neck. And she was not Asian, but it was in an Asian language. And she came to me one day and she's telling me that her boyfriend was abusing her. And the following day, I looked at what she had on the back of her neck and I said, what is that that's on the back of your neck? And she had written, love hurts. And I said, you got to have that taken off of you, and you have to get that out of your consciousness, because that's what she was attracting, what she put on her body. It's so many people don't realize this. And I really wish that's what I'm trying to do with children, is to show this to them when they're very young, so they don't have to unlearn all of this that we've learned, unfortunately.
Absolutely. And Kathy, you were there with us when we did the peace poll on Long Island. And so you observed the interactions between that principal and the children, and how he told us that every morning they do a mindful moment in that school. Over 300 kids experiencing that every day of their school days. How amazing is that?
Those children are blessed that they have him there. Yeah, exactly.
They really are. And my desire is for every school to do that, to have, to have the mindful moments and the mindfulness that this school is bringing forth for them.
Right.
And it'll make a big difference in these children as they grow and become adults. It's going to shape their future. And if more schools would just realize that, it's going to help with bullying. It's going to help with self-esteem and the leadership that these kids will exhibit. And those kids were amazing. They stood up to the microphone and they said those words with confidence when they came up there. Yes. And I believe it's because of the way they're being shaped.
Absolutely.
They're being shown the power they have inside.
And you could feel it from them. You could feel that they were brought up with that type of teaching. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I forgot to do our Kuan Yin card, but I'm going to do it now. Today's message is drink from the emerald fountain. The divine feminine encourages your awakening and empowerment. Your sincerity is evoking Kuan Yin's divine intervention. It makes sense to be open to receive it, to step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now.
That's beautiful.
It's just what we were just talking about, like 1 minute ago.
Exactly.
You know? That empowerment when you wake up and know that you are so powerful. You have divine energy flowing through you, and allow that to go from you out into the world. She always knows the exact thing that we need to hear.
And what a beautiful symbol. Emerald Mountain, emerald, the green is healing. So we can use that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And that emerald green, that's our heart chakra. Focus on that. We focus on it every day when we do prayers, which it is getting to be prayer time. I don't know how this show flies so fast, but it does. We come on and then it's time to go off. But this has been a beautiful show today. And I want to thank everybody that came in to see Mama Hada Bear and just give some love. And again, let's congratulate Kathy for her book signing and for the love that she's showing out into the world with Hada Bear and that wonderful book that you have written, Hada Bear's Secret. If you all are not familiar with it and you haven't gotten it yet, I encourage you to do so. And especially if you have children, You know, a lot of people are already thinking about what am I going to give my kids or my grandkids this Christmas. This is the perfect gift because it shows them how to become empowered inside of themselves. I love it.
Well, thank you. And thank you to everyone. I love all of you. I love being here with you.
We love you so much, Kathy. Thank you. And we have Prachetta just came in with us.
Hey.
Happy New Year, Prachetta. Today is the new year in India. We just celebrated Diwali with Prachetta over the last couple of days. And Stacy and I lit 2 candles. I lit 2 and she lit 2. So we had candles going on. And I love candle energy. But we also gave blessings to Ganesh and to Lakshmi. And now we are just reveling in the thought of what's going to come forth, especially with the new moon and bringing in abundance and manifestations. Oh, Leo says, congratulations on your beautiful work, Kathy. So inspiring.
Oh, thank you, Leo. That's so sweet. I appreciate that.
And Becky is here in Michigan saying, congratulations, Kathy.
Thank you.
And Stacy's congratulating you. Beautiful. Marietta's with us. Kathy, I want you to meet Marietta. If you ever get down to Florida, you're going to have to meet this beautiful soul. I love my Marietta so much.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I will be there.
She's my heart lady.
I've been there for over a year, but I'll get there again.
Marietta's hearts are all over the Keys. She makes these beautiful red hearts, and they're strung up everywhere as you drive in, especially into Key Largo and Alamorada. Yeah, I have a heart, and they're awesome. And when I was up in Maine, I started seeing red hearts. We were seeing them everywhere. They were out on people's lawns. They were up on trees. And so I looked up the person who was responsible for putting those red hearts out. And I actually had a phone conversation with him. And it was so amazing. And he told the story of how those hearts got started, that this lady had a political sign out in her yard. And when the voting was over and the election was done, she decided to paint the sign white and paint a big red heart right in the middle of it. Nothing else, just the heart on a white background. And that's a statement all in itself. But he kept seeing that, and he decided, oh, that would be a great thing for more people to do. So he started making them and handing them out. And he said, it's whatever you want it to mean. And
that's wonderful.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so we got some conversation going on. Let me see what's happening. I'm not sure who's on from EWN Enlightened Living. It may be Stacy. Sometimes when she replies to somebody, it comes up that way. So I can't find the conversation with Robert, but she says she's interested. Oh, grasshoppers. Sorry, I missed that. Robert's asking the meaning of grasshoppers because he's had them around him for a bit. What else we got? Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, it is Stacy. She says, it's me when I reply to somebody instead of just making a comment. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. All right, it is prayer time. And I have to tell you, when I was at Casadega yesterday, we went into a meditation in one of the rooms, the private rooms, and this lady came up to me afterward and had this basket full of these knitted shawls, and she was explaining what they were for, and they're prayer shawls. And she asked if Stacy was with me too, asked if we wanted one. And I told her yes, that I had some issues that I was praying for myself, and she put me on the prayer list. But I also explained to her what we do every morning here and how we pray for each other. And I told her that I would wear the prayer shawl as we pray for each other. So I'm just going to put that around my shoulders. And isn't it a beautiful color? Beautiful. I got to pick the color, so I picked the throat chakra color. So let's do our prayers today. And Annie 7, we've been praying for you for a place to live. We're going to have to be out of our apartment for November 30th. Well, Annie, we've got you on our list and we will keep you on there. And Becky can't stay. She's going to a job interview. Becky, you're on our list, but we'll lift you up even more today for that job interview. Yes, yes. And Annie says, healing taking place, Teri Angel, in your body. Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. The holy presence around you, Teri. Yes, it certainly is. This prayer shawl has been blessed and prayed over so that whoever is wearing it, it says, made with love from Southern Casadega Spiritualist Camp. So this is the energy going into all of our prayers today. All right. So before I read the list, Kathy, I know you are on here and several of your loved ones are on here. Is there anyone that you want to add to the list?
No, I don't think so. I think everyone is on there right now.
Okay. Well, let me read these and we will say a short prayer over them and bring in that healing. The other thing that happened yesterday at Casadega is I was walking in the fairy garden, which was amazingly powerful. They gave me some gifts, and one of them was this piece of material. And so I was walking in and I asked them if I could keep it, and they said yes. It feels like a prayer cloth. It is material, not a leaf or anything, and it opens up beautifully. So I feel like this also needs to be with our energy. So I have that in front of me as we're doing the prayers. So on our prayer list every day, Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Billy and Tim, Sheila, Harry, James, Loretta, Joanne Hill, Joanne Castillo and her daughter, Erica Hoppy and her family, Deirdre and Dania, Suzanne and her family, Denise Choka, Marietta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, his friends Lakshmi and DJ Blaze, both waiting for organ transplants, Rick Morrow and Josie, Meg and Jim Lorio, our Auntie Jean Lorio and her husband Ron, Catherine Kovacs and her family and her fur babies, Jean Paul, Mary Jane, and I heard that Mary Jane is improving, and I am so happy to hear that. Thank you, God, for answered prayers. Pam and Gordy, Franco's family, Rosalind, Sally and Tony, Christina and her beautiful family, Kathy Hand and her family, Pat Moss, and extra prayers for Pat today and for her grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, Becky, lifting you up for what's going on with you today, extra prayers. Charlie and his family, and Charlie's getting ready to travel back to New York, so travel prayers for him. Hope and Zena, they're still MIA. So if anyone has heard from Hope, or if you want to send a message to her, tell her we love her, we miss her, and we're praying that all is well with Hope across the big pond. Andrea Gregg, Annie 7, and your son Grayson, Regina and Adam, Cassandra and Destiny, Gail Zimmerman and Nick, her husband, Jennifer Langren, your beautiful husband Micah, and your brothers Chuck and Ken. Oksana, we're praying for you, for Amber, for your mom, and for Jenna. Isabel and daughters Isabel and Lenita, Linda Lemieux and her husband Dick, Stacy Small Lord and her family, and especially her mom Olive, Jean Walensky, our Blue Jean, and her husband Dave, Karen Palmer, her father Frankie, her husband David, and daughter Marissa, Grace Isis and her father Edwin, Kathy Caputo, praying for physical healing for anything that's going on, especially with your eyes, and for a blessing from that book signing and the lives that are going to be touched through you.
Thank you.
Rebecca and Phil, California fires and all fires out west. Kina Carzo, Tammy Fifth's sister Tracy, Luz Orsini, Jebby, Jim, Ryan, Andrea's friends Catherine, Eric, John, and Tatiana. Brookie, who is, I think, on the road. So travel prayers for you, Brookie, and for the Girardis, and for Jeanette and Ernie, who all have suffered losses recently. Dawson, Winston G. Campbell, which is Hope's father. Sean, Angel and her husband Derek going through cancer. Lily in Norway. Kathy's friend Catherine, baby Wyatt and baby Haven. Leo's friend Drew, recovering from COVID. Gracie's friend Darren Walker and Arthur Thompson. Elena, Tabby, Bill, Tammy's friend Kelly, Jasmine and her daughters Anya and Myra, and they're going through a lot physically right now. There's high temperatures going on, and she's concerned about them. So let's keep lifting Anya especially up. Kathy's friend Alba. We've been praying for Alba for months, and I know she's in the Reiki circle. We send healing every day. Aunt Mary Lou, Kathy Hand's friends and co-workers, Kim Blood and her sister Chris, and Bailey, which is Baby Gruff's mom. And Jean says, Bailey dog is not doing well. I go to see her Tuesday. She is Gruff's mommy, and we had Bailey's mommy diggity-doo, and Bailey is waiting for me before she goes on into spirit. Yeah, I believe that too, Jean, and thank you for the work that you do with animals and with people. Deirdre's friends, Steph and Bob, Joni and Adriel. Leo's friend, Edwin, going through COVID. Erica's friend, Corinne. Isabel's friend, Tiago. My friend, Tony, here in Florida, and her husband. Tam in Utah. Tiffany's sister, Vicky. Leo's friend, Ken, who is paralyzed. Kathy's friends, Dottie and Dawn. Ruth Anderson. Rochelle's friend, Stephen, and Rochelle asked for her and her mom, Rose, to be in the healing circle as well. Tammy Fisk and her daughter, Deb's friend, Michelle, Bo and Candy Hand, my nieces and nephews from my sister, Billy, Brittany Kiss, Crystal Nobles, Dean and her two boys, Gabriel and Joseph, and Brody the dog, and Oksana's friend, Herb. Bob Rice was put in by you, Kathy, I believe. Soma and Yatin from Pachetta, and I'll be doing some healing energy for them this morning after the show. And Julian Osborne was put in by Leo, I believe. Yes, Julian Osborne for healing. So any other that you want to add to that, just put it in the comments. I'll add them to the list so that we can lift them up every day. And our Auntie Jean says, prayers that Hato Bear brings love and joy to the entire world, just as he has to us. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Auntie Jean. We're so grateful for you.
Absolutely. And Deirdre says, a little correction, Stephanie is my sister and Bob is the brother-in-law. Thank you for letting me know that, Deirdre. I will make sure I make a note of that. Deirdre's sister.
Yeah, Don and Dot are my cousins, actually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right. And we have Kathy Hand asking, please add my daughter to the list today for her birthday for blessings for a successful year in college and finding her true professional calling. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I missed any. Oh, okay. Prachetta, special prayers for my beautiful fairy Teri ma'am. Prayers for your India visit. Yes, yes, it's coming. Prayers for my entire Angelic River family. Special good health prayers for my friends Yatin and Soma. Special gratitude prayers for my brother Prachir, and love to you all. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Let's envision the love that's streaming down to us from our Creator. I call it God. Use whatever title you want to give, that highest power that is the Creator, source energy. And let's see the love coming forth for us. Love is what heals. And when we bring that love into our hearts, and we do that through the breath, when we bring that in, a healing begins inside of us. The cells are changed. Everything that's going on inside, the organs that are all doing their jobs. Maybe some are not doing their job as perfectly as it could be. Just see those organs wrapped in that stream of love. See your blood cells flowing from your heart, your physical heart. See them full of energy that's needed in your body. See the oxygen that you take into your lungs. See it streaming into that blood and flowing all through your body for everything to work to perfection. Just keep bringing in the love and streaming it throughout your entire body. And as you do so, remember all of these names that were read. Every name is a living, breathing person or animal. Every name is important. Everyone matters. Everyone is seen through the love of God as perfect. And let's see it that way. Nothing to be fixed, nothing broken. Just needing that extra bit of love to bring everything in the human body to work as perfectly as it can for the best and highest good of all. And now let's turn our attention to Mother Earth. Every morning we do healing for Mother Earth. So that love that's streaming into our hearts, right now, let your heart get in sync with the heartbeat of Mother Earth and send that stream of love right down to the center of Earth. Let's all say to our Earth Mother, I love you. I honor and respect you. I thank you so much for letting us walk on your back, for nourishing us, for grounding and balancing us while we're going through this human experience. Thank you to our Earth Mother, and we lift prayers up for anything traumatic that's happening on our Earth. Volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes, fires, floods, whatever is going on, we lift up that energy to come to perfection. We ask God the Creator to bring energy forward for our Mother Earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we feel that love coming back to us. Whatever is given out comes back. If you're giving out love, you will receive that love back. Immersed in beautiful energy and growing as it comes back into your heart. So just flourish in that today. Keep the love going. Keep your yay going in the Friday. Keep looking for that miracle that's right there behind whatever may seem a little chaotic, whatever may not seem right in our world. Look beyond that and look for the peace that's there, because it is there. Every night we make a statement of peace. We declare that there is peace on earth, and we declare that that peace begins inside of us. Then we can see it in the world when we hold it inside. Now let's turn our attention to everyone gathered here, and let's do our heart telephone and blessings for each person that's here and each person that will listen on the replay. Kathy, would you like to count us down for our heart telephone?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yes. So 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you.
You. Oh, such love. Kathy, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spreading love and light and empowerment through Huddle Bear. Huddle Bear's got to come on and say goodbye to everybody and dance. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everyone. I'm going to play our song so we can dance out of here. Christina's here. Hi, Christina. It's a beautiful day. Come on, let's play. Get in here and play with each other every day. It's a beautiful day. Come on, let's play. I love you all so much. And we all say, Namaste, y'all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. So much love to everyone. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody. Thank you again, Kathy. I love you.